Alright. Finally. I get back to the MSQ again. It's been a hot minute. Hey everybody! We've got... Let's go back to Woklamat. I think we were doing... We just finished getting that bird thing done. Yeah, that big boat thing. The bird boat. I believe. That's where we're at. The degree to which Wu pursues his interests is remarkable. Apparently his studies on the Komaz Ukas region were the invigorating that are deciding to move here and immerse themselves in the culture. If the float functions as it does, as I think it does, I would not be surprised if it were attracting the creatures. Concentration of aether would be irresistible lure. As Minaharu said, Kusanake should be down this way then. Off to the east where the path branches. There's something about bridges in the stride of sun. Anyway, let us split up and get to work. Once we've culled all the threats you can find, we meet up in front of Zixhahi. Hey, whatever. I mess up all these words, I'm sure. It's pronouncing them wrong. I don't think I should go out this way though. I'm like level 40. Let's see, where's my... I need Endbreaker better. Someone to die. That wouldn't be a good idea. That's right, we have to take out the things so that way they have a clear path. That's what we had to do, yeah, that's right. I remember what I'm doing. Oh, it's Kryl. What's she gonna say? What's up? I told you don't need to watch over me anymore. I wasn't trying to. I was just saying hi. I was wondering, finish that guy yourself? Jeez. Go pick him. Here we go, Torkel. Where I make you disappear. There we go. there's Alphino. I don't know, I was gonna run into him. What's up, Alphino? Got rid of some toads? At this rate, we'll soon have the route to Kazuneki secured. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quick so far. Oh, there's Alizé. Now, this is my kind of busy work. I agree. Fun to see her play around with her red mage skills. I'm glad she's a red mage. She's actually a really good red mage. Oh, welcome. It's been some time since we've had a visitor who isn't the Hanu. If there's anything you wish to know about this place, I will share what I know. I don't know much about the place. I kind of know a little bit about it as it is, so I don't really need to know. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Hili. Hmm. The Hanu deity is the harvest of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. It reminds me of something I saw in Academia Ander. Actually, it kind of does. No! No! I wasn't half expecting that, actually. This is a different place. You know what? It reminds me of something I saw in Academia Ander. The ancient creations. It's possible a physical memory of that endured and subconscious recollection from the inheriting soul provided the basis for an entirely new religion. I have no idea what that means. As far as I know, Krak was worshipped by on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Toral with the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent? Mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. Ooh. This is very fascinating, but I shouldn't we get back to Luna Hanu? I was wanting to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Uh-oh, we want Okahanu.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like.
The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you.
Ooh.
Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry.
Uh-oh.
She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Very well, if that's what you want.
Cha-cha!
The way she said it, though.
What? I put everything into that blow.
I mean, he has a bit more built.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Well, at least that one is, anyway. I don't know about the other
Your
ones.
scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like. Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts.
Lucky for you. Eh?
Yeah, get out of here, you piece of shit. Go bug someone else.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, third promise. You're not dying, are you?
No!
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes. I like his smile.
Yes, we are!
Yeah! That's awesome. I'm glad we kept the float of our Bakul Raja's clutches. But, gods, he brushed me aside like I was a bothersome net. Well, I mean, you are kind of smaller than him, so yeah, I could imagine. Given the nature of the rite of succession, I expect such alterations are inevitable. I'm thankful we made it back before anyone was seriously injured. He wanted us to leave so he could steal the float? A coward and a thief. I agree. I've learned one thing in my life. That's poor manners often betray poor character. The tense encounter. I'm thankful Alphinaud thought to share those link pearls. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against the two heads, I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and brought us the time we need to make it back. You are incredibly brave. What dye do I want? I want Celeste Green. That actually kind of looks interesting. I was so afraid Wuklamat would come to harm. Okahanu has seen enough death. That excluding interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, do not forget your greetings. At this stage I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Okay, Kelly. See? I remember. And we're all off. Which I must say, use your keywords. Keyboard in the software keyboard. Enter the phrase Okahali. Okay. I actually have that mount, or the turtle mount, but I can't fly, so I can't do the twirl thing. Make it look cool. There he is. Okay. What? The flood is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ikihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who are no longer can. Yeah, go for it. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Oh, golly! The festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there! Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and the joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Yeah. Time to be happy, everyone. Where are you at? Oh, you're over here. Let's stare up at the sky. What does he say? Oh. Ugh, without Irihana, life feels so empty. Oh, Hokari! Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival. But the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? What to do? Guess go attend a festival. That's what to do. Okay, boo, we're ready. The Hado were pleased to hear their festival is going ahead. I imagine. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Yeah, they're also trying to fix some of the places. Give them a break.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Yay!
Off we go.
Do this.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her! Ready and...
Lifting it. There they go!
I could get used to this.
And she's off. I like how the victory music playing. Da, da, da.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
They're all dancing.
Right. We've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Yeah. We're all just following along. Uh-oh. What's wrong?
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Ooh. Wow. It's hitting all of us.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy.
Oh, cool.
Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Ooh. That's pretty awesome. Oh, the crops are better now from it. I figured that would help.
It worked.
Yay!
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible.
Yay! I told you, didn't I? Spectacular. Water is just right. I wasn't sure what to expect, but the festival was admittedly impressive. I was too quick to dismiss the idea of the float had arcane properties. I think I wanted to believe that no one knew about Ihihana than me. As it turns out, there are many things I've yet to learn. With their fields rejuvenated, the Hanu Hanu too might finally replenish their flagging reserves of aether. I'd like to take the turn riding the float. What? It looked like fun. Don't pretend the thought didn't cross your mind. I mean, true. That would be fun. So, should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Ah, so it's only part of the field did.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task.
Oh, yay.
That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication.
Oh.
What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
Aw. That's cool.
We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Kona!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Sweet. I kind of like him. It's pretty cool. Wow. Well, at least he helped finish it.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
It's not just any mystery liquid. He took some time to study stuff. It looked like he was really figuring it out.
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Yeah, but it was their tradition.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wooklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun.
It looked like
Having
fun.
visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Yay!
So this is what they look like.
Huh.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
He reminds me so much
Not
of
even
my
a moment of
character, though.
celebration.
A
That's
little bit.
Kona for you.
Kona almost reminds me of Centralage.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
Well, if she becomes that, yeah.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
I like his outfit, though. He has a really cool outfit. Oh, meanwhile.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Oh no. Don't tell me he's gonna screw it up. Where has Bakul Jaja gone, I wonder? What did his father mean by their other prospect? Well, Kona seems a decent sort. He strikes me as a man who likes to keep others at a distance. Yeah, he seems like he's a person that's a loner. So yeah. Two-headed trouble aside, Woklamat completed the feat and earned a keystone. That's all that matters. Monkeys who those Archons in the second promise mentioned could possibly be. My journey has just started and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wukavu, for one, he was a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful as the other cultures as he is. In Little Hanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor a departed friend through Ihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel exciting things who else I might meet on the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Gibraltar. Oh, I see there is a. This must be one of the ones for getting the Aether Currents. Do that really quick. And I'll probably do the other quests here. Yep. You're Woklamat's companion, aren't you? Sahihi smiles upon thee. I hope with the great bird would guide one of the village's saviors to me. You see, the time has come for us to make our customary offerings to Ixohahehi. As its ceremony we hold dear, I would invite you to participate as an honored guest. You would join us then? Oh, that makes me so happy. My feathers are standing up straight. The traditional offering is a fruit that grows to the southwest, and they must be so ripe that they're fallen to the earth. Gather 3 and deliver them to Lauhali at the shrine. Or is this above? This second story, yeah, I guess it is. It's above. Welcome, honored visitor. Thanks for your efforts. The reeds grow robust, and at least I can make reed dumplings again. Oh, they're every bit of as delicious as I remember. Although I want nothing more to eat until my belly bursts. I've sated a batch for those who are planning to reconstruction of the Great Stairs. I'm much too full to make such a journey, however. Might you deliver them in my stead? Surely my friends will be glad to receive them from the very woman who revitalized Okahanu's festive spirit. Thank you, thank you. They can be found working hard near the flight of wee wingless. Hurry before the dumplings cool. So many exclamation marks. So many quests. How many quests can we get more? We got a few. I think we could get most of these. Not all of them, I don't think we have enough. Why, those stout legs are like a towering tree, those rippling arms like gnarled branches. Might you lend me your strength for a simple hunt? The storm left more than destruction in its wake. Fearsome beasts now infest the forest, and they're culling an unending task. Reports tell me that a trio of outs have been sighted lurking near the docks to the east. Easy prey for the likes of you. Might you exterminate them so we can once again travel the waters in safety? Looks like there's another one of them for getting some Aether Current. Yep. Got 2 Aether Current ones. Oh golly, Viesa! Of course I know your name. Who isn't familiar with Woklamat's companions? Not to mention your friends can't seem to go a moment without mentioning you. I'm Laruhanu, and I have the honor of being the Wind's Chosen. It is my feathers which adorn the festive float. I feel the wind has guided you to me for a reason. As a visitor of our village who has fast become an honored friend, I would offer you a chance to strengthen our bonds. Perhaps you're familiar with the Landsguard. It is customary among the Wind's Chosen to save their molted feathers and present them to the brave protectors as gifts every few years. At the very moment of their numbers making their way to Okahanu to receive our offering, but there's much more to it than just simply delivery. I think you'd be interested in taking part. It would be deepening your understanding of our ways, and perhaps you and this member of the Landsguard will become fast friends. I would start with the small task. If you're willing, Nanashi is the name of our guest, and he is due to arrive some time ago. I fear he may be lost. Could you search the road for him? I'll stay behind in case he arrives here after all. Okay. We got a lot of... We'll do a lot of these, and then we'll... There's a lot to do. Jeez. Run through the town. There's the fruit. one. There. There's one down here. Oh, where could he be? You there! You look fierce enough to brave the untamed wilds. Please, I'm in dire need of help. A friend of mine journeyed southwest of Cave Kikitola a while ago and still hasn't returned. Beginning to fear the worst has happened. Most likely he's simply lost track of time staring at the rainbow moss. I keep thinking about the beast skulking about. Please check up on him for me, only to set my heart at ease. I'll stay here in case he comes back, but in the meantime, visit the cave and search for him. I wager no other Hanu will be nearby, so he shouldn't be hard to spot. There's a lot of exclamation marks. First get this one over here. There's not a she. Looking for me? You're not a Hanu, unless you're molting something awful. Ah, so that's the way of it. Well, now that you've found me, I suppose I better get on with it. Sorry for my lack of enthusiasm. I joined the Lance Guard hoping I could bust some skulls, slaughter some beasts, you know? Use these muscles of mine. For my first assignment, I'm lugging crates for supplies around. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I suppose complaining won't get this done any faster. Let's go meet Lahanu then. Or Lanuhanu. Okay. I'm gonna take this one there, and then I'm gonna go. I guess I can travel back and forth. Those ones if I want. You found him! Now we can begin. Before the gift of feathers is to be bestowed, there are proper steps that must be taken. First, I bid the warmest of welcomes to Nanashi. As the wind's chosen, it is my solemn duty to show you what sights our humble village has to offer. As one of the Lance Guard, it behooves you to become familiar with the corners of the continent, yes? Then come with me to the center of Okahanu, where you can behold the entire village at once. Take it all in. This is Okahanu. As you can see, our homes are made from wood and reeds, both of which the forest blesses us with in abundance. But nature's blessings are to be treated with care, for dry reeds can easily catch flame. And if they do, we risk setting our entire village alight. Building waterways through Okahanu is a way to protect us from such incidents. But aquatic beasts can travel them as well, and when these beasts become too great in number, we beseech the Lance Guard to cull them. Do you now? I always thought Hunting duty was just a way to keep us sharp. While I'm here, I'll make sure nothing troubles your home. Oh, all the Okahane will thank you. And now for the reason you came, the feathers of the winds chosen. They're used to adorn the equipment worn by the Landsguard. The design evokes the image of Kexahihi, the great bird revered by the Hanu Hanu. The feathers give it a touch of authenticity that makes the soldier appear all the fiercer. Every soldier's outfit is designed according to their profession, and each feather must undergo an elaborate process of dyeing and oiling to meet the Landsguard's varied needs. So, without further ado, let us begin. First, ask that you come meet me at the gate to the southeast. Fine. Should warn you, I'm not known for my delicate hands. That went about as well as expected. Could you stay behind for a moment, Viesa? I would like to hear your opinion on Nanashi. He really doesn't want to be here. He's not the most motivated person. I have the same impression. Truth be told, his attitude is the same as every Landsguard troop who comes to receive this gift. And we're meant to fix it. Consider this as a rite of passage of sorts. The Landsguard sends us troops whose rough edges would want to polish, and the tasks we set before them serve as a whetstone. However, in the course of our work, they gain a great insight into the history of meaning behind the exchange of gifts. Soldiers with tangible bonds to their charge will protect it all the more staunchly. In recent days, however, even our treasure trove of knowledge has been enough to rouse the spirits of some. But working alongside someone as capable as you, Nanashi may find the extra motivation he needs. Now then, let us proceed to the southeastern gate. And while this goes without saying, keep this little conversation between us a secret. Yeah, I don't want to tell him. Plus, you might get motivated and such after a while. Who knows? Okay, that's the gate over there. What did I do to deserve this? Now I know why my superiors were snickering behind my back as I departed. The Hanu Hanu might think this bird God's worth all the trouble, but I just want to get it over with. One feather at a time. Now that everyone is here, it is time to begin. Together we shall make these feathers so striking that even Kexahi would be envious. The first items we require are dyes and oils. The former is used to match the feathers with various uniforms worn by the troops. The latter serves as a different purpose. As you can see, by observing your truly Hanu Hanu boast feathers full and colorful. This is thanks to the oils of our body's secretes, which keep our coat from becoming drab and brittle. But the feathers we give to the Landsguards were molted long ago, and have since lost their natural luster, so we must apply oil to make them as vibrant as those of the Hanu in their prime. The task of gathering said oils and dyes falls to Viesa. Go to Okebikbi, where the crate has already been prepared. In the meantime, Nanashi here will get the feathers. Okay, so we've got over there. Seems like we're gonna be going up, and there's also one up there. I'm gonna get this one when I come back, because I think I'm cutting running. Yeah, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, I only need 3 more. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll get some of them done, and then we'll come back to those ones. It seems like we need to get rid of some quests. What's a storekeeper I think I'm to? You hear about the supplies? Good, good. Everything is in the crate over there. It's heavy, so be careful not to drop it on those dainty toes of yours. Worse still, you might break a bottle of dye. Landsguard artisan who designed their uniforms was very particular about the coloring, so not a single one can go to waste. There's nothing a soldier loves more than their equipment, so every detail has to be just right. Tread as carefully as you can back to Lanuhanu. Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is. Three minutes. Take the normal way. We should be able to make it. So where am I supposed to take it? I guess it's upstairs? I don't see it down here. Oh? Yes, it is downstairs. Oh, it's the destination right there. There we go. I got it here! In a good amount of time. Both did excellent work today. Nanashi, it appears you might need some rest after your ordeal. think he's asleep. Oh. Ugh. How many feathers did you pack into this crate? Are you sure you didn't send me to get the dyes and oils? Be glad I didn't, Nanashi, for Viesa's crate is much heavier. She also carried it from a much greater distance. Really? Now, here I thought I was stronger. Damn, bested during my first assignment. But that won't happen again. I've had enough rest, so let's get on with it. If you insist, Nanashi, let us proceed with the heart of the matter. First, we must dye each feather one by one, but be careful, for each color is in need of different quantities. Equipment used to attack is adorned with black feathers, which equipment used to defense is adorned with feathers in their original green. For those we must carefully... Hold on just a damn moment. We're dyeing all of these? One by one? I'll be an old man by then. There must be a better way. Say, throw a dozen of them in a big bowl and dye. Ah, but it will make the coloring uneven. Nanashi, as I was saying, we must carefully apply oil to the feathers to bring their original color or they'll quickly become brittle. I see. This will be a test of patience. But with the three of us, it shall be over before the moon turns, probably. Worry not, I'm here to teach you how to best to see the job done. I suppose I'm thankful for that, truth be told. I never knew so much hard work went into our uniforms. Our brothers and sisters in the Land Guard, no effort is too great. The Hanu are honored that you wear our feathers. You were surprised? As the wind's chosen, seeing my feathers become a symbol of the great Kixani fills me with what joy unequal to this in the world. And to have them adorned in the Lance Guard's armor makes my joy all the sweeter. Few in Tural can claim such an honor, so there can be no mistakes. There's really more to this than I thought. I would like to apologize for how I've been acting. I see now that things are done in a certain way for a reason. So, while I may grow old and gray in the doing, I'll see that every feather is dyed or oiled properly. At least, we're in this together, eh, Viesa? Work was swift and capable, Viesa. The hardest part is behind us now. I reckon I'll be cleaning dye from under my nails for some days yet. But I won't complain about the honest work. Now I have to think about how to get these back to Turiel. Don't get ahead of yourself, young Nanashi. Yes, the hard part is behind us, but there is more I would ask of you. As I've said before, the Halahi is revered by the Hanu, and we must pay due respect to use its likeness. As such, there are time-honored rituals that must follow before we give this offering to the Lance Guard. Time-honored, eh? As long as it isn't time-consuming. I think it will be time-consuming, sir. Our next step is simple. We must bring the feathers before the likeness of Kixahihi. As Koxal has the priestess beseech the great bird and bestow the wind blessing upon them. more lugging that crate around then. I could do it, but if we're going to do any further than last time, I might need a couple breaks. Do not worry, Nanashi. I'll carry the feathers. I have something different in mind for the both of you. A friend of mine awaits you on the road to Kozuki. Speak with him and do exactly as he instructs. Okay, well. Fine then, I guess. Where's he at? Alright, so I'm gonna head down. Oh, this is perfect. So we can go do that one first. Let's see how we get there. Let's see. Probably have to go. This was like the cave, so I gotta go through the cave to do that. So we gotta head this way. Do the cave thing. This cave is. Oh, that might be it. Oh, there's also a... over there. These waters get more beautiful every time I come. What was that noise? Can't I gaze at the moss in peace? Wait, you helped us back in Halahana. You're a friend of Wooklamat, yes? What are you doing in this cave? Beans here? I didn't even hear them until the commotion was nearly over. Ayuyi, thanks for your courage. And now, if my revere have been broken, I should return my friend. He must be worried sick. Pretty much. Cave. how you get too deep in the water, I guess. Maybe not this one. Should take the other one. Welcome, welcome. I understand you're seeking the blessing of the wind. And priestess requires a special type of bark to complete the ceremony, and your job is to gather it. But you must tread carefully, for the shores where the trees are found teem with hungry beasts. I suggest clearing the area first so one does not sneak up on you. Don't mind a bit of hunting, but these arms aren't meant for... apologies. I suppose complaining is a habit I should aim to break. This is the part of the process of making our equipment, isn't it? There is a reason we need this bark. So get the bark we shall. I'll search the south side, Yessa, you take the north. I recognize you. You travel with Wooklamat, yes? Have you come to see our process of the Great Stairs? Just getting your piping hot dumplings. Dumplings? How long has it been since I last smelled that heavenly aroma? When the reeds sprouted big and tall, we all caused to celebrate often, and what a common scent in Okahanu. To have this delivered by one who helped those days to return is a great honor indeed. I see this is the one that's kind of broken down. Oh man. Yeah, that staircase desperately needs it. It's fixing. This project will cause my feathers to fall out one by one. Mark my words. Where do you begin? Here, have some dumplings. Lano Holly made her famous dumplings? These are just what I need. Such a large undertaking makes one so very hungry. With my energies restored, I've come to the realization our reed problem required the perspective of visitors to solve. Perhaps we should consult artisans from other clans to advice on how to repair this great stair. That'd be a good idea, actually. Oh, okay. Apologies, but this area is still impassable. Brought the reed dumplings? Just as I was about to keel over from hunger. A kind soul appears from the wilderness to save me. That is of great importance to us, since no small number of merchants used to reach Okahanu. But delicious dumplings to fuel me, I can now tackle the problem with renewed energy. Go. That part done. Slam. Reflipping is creepy. I'm definitely not touching that thing. That done. Now I just need to go up and get that done. And then that part done. I think we got most of the side done. Oh, hello. To what do we owe this honor? Ah, Sally will be most satisfied with these. Today you are more than an honored guest. You are the very heart of the ceremony. After your efforts of bringing Ihihana back to us, His Excel, he is doubtless overjoyed to see you in this role. The fruit shall bear powerful blessing indeed. Now you must take the previous offerings back whence you came. Deliver the blessed fruit to Anehanu and the ceremony will be complete. Go with haste. Before I do though, over here. There we go. Get a vista. I don't think I'm gonna get all the vistas here, but I'll still get some of them that I can find. Alright. Let's see. About finishing this map. There we go. fun. Oh. That's what we need to kill anyway. Another one. Ah, there's one. There we go. Get my hunt done. One hunt down. my chocobo go? Gosh. Yay, I got some gemstones. Figure I might as well get some while I'm here. Well done, you two. You brought exactly what I asked. I suppose you're still curious as to why the bark has to be from those specific trees. The answer lies within the legend of Kixley. You see, our ancestors hailed from different land and were guided here by the Great Bird. But upon their arrival, they found perilous woodlands, overrun by hungry fiends. Many Hanu were lost to the gluttonous appetite of the wilds, and they had nearly succumbed to despair. But the Kixahi left a mighty screech. It echoed through the land, setting the trees aglow. Taking as divine guidance, our beleaguered ancestors took bark from the trunks and burnt it. The smoke wafted through the air, and the beasts found it so repugnant that they forced to flee one and all. Since that day, warriors would burn incense before battles in the hopes of it would ward them from harm. Thus we bless the Landsguard's feathers in the same way, and they too might bask in the Kahiki's protection. Now, take the bark to Kozaki, and on the way, I would be glad if you offered the sincerest prayers to the great bird. Take that one back. Here. I think after doing all these quests, or turning them all in, because it will take me a bit to do, I might end up having to go to take rest, because I do need to get up in the morning. But I can stay a little longer, so I'm not in a hurry. So I think I'll have enough time to at least do that. We're finally here. Mind giving me your bark? I'll deliver to the Hanu priestess. Thank you, Viessa. Once I'm finished, let's offer our prayers. Wouldn't want to disappoint our hosts after all. The Hanu take their traditions seriously, don't they? I knew they wished for good harvests and such, but never imagined we Landguard were in their thoughts all this time. This has been an eye-opening experience, to be sure, but I can't help but wonder why we're so important to them. Why allow us to use their revered god in the designs of our equipment? Aren't you a Landsguard yourself, and you ask such questions? You're Viessa, aren't you? I'm Zuli Hali. I know we have you to thank for Ihana's success, but even so, I must ask that you stand aside. You are Nanashi, of whom I've heard much. I'm surprised you have all the gall to step foot into such a sacred place. While the elders may sing the praises of the Landsguard, their minds have been warped by too many moltings. The new generation is sick of their ceaseless chirping. You have to say your lines. Remember how we practiced. Oh yes, I understand. We heard you complain when you took the feathers. We saw the disdain in your eyes. Someone with such disrespect of our history doesn't deserve to bask in Ixali's grace. What? But I... This part of the rite of passage? Rite of what? Listen not to Viesa's ramblings, don't you see? We refuse to suffer this land's guard to be Okhanu. Listen well and remember the sacred lines of Kigsahi was once reduced to shredded reeds. By whom, you ask? Why, none other than Golojaja, Dwarf's Dawn servant and founder of the Land's Guard. No, the Dawn servant would never... This misdeed will never be forgiven. If you have any pride in your position, you should be ashamed at your ignorance and lack of respect. How would you answer for that? Yes, you must answer, and answer well, or we will be very angry with you. And you just leave. Okay. I had no idea about the history of conflict. Why didn't Lanu Hanu say anything? Why am I taking the blame for the past? That's a good question. In any case, we can't stay here. I have to think about this. Ooh. Shrimp cocktail. Swamp monk. A mezcal marinated swamp monk. Boiled alpaca steak? That's interesting. I don't see why Zulahali would lie, but how I've never heard of Dawn servants of affront to the Hanu Hanu. Why would Lanu Hanu act so proud to have his feathers adorned our equipment? I'm no good with numbers, but even I can tell something doesn't add up here. We have to find the truths ourselves, I think. You might be right. It's my ignorance that seemed to set her off, after all. Whatever happens, I'd like to leave here on the heinous good side. Well, our best bet is to probably return to Okahanu, and if anyone can tell us the truth about what happened with the Dawn Servant, it would be Lanuhanu. Now I can just go back. Let's teleport back. And then run into death and whatnot. Lots of cool dragons. I haven't seen that one. Ah, the mighty hunter returns. Have the owlets been reduced to shredded vines? I knew you would be equal to the task. I'll spread the word of the docks are open for safe passage. The great storm affected all life in the forest, washing away what was leaving behind only uncertainty. There are many seldom traveled roads where despite fiends still lurk. The collapse of the great stairs we've taken to use the waterways and other uncommon routes to get them from place to place until the repairs are complete. They cannot come too soon. Until then, however, we must make do, thanks to you and your bravery. Getting rid of all these quests all at once. Then I can get the other quests. Because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of room in my journal. I need to, like, keep doing everything. I'm one of those people that have, like, a gajillion quests in their journal. So I have, like, 5 slots. So I try to get enough slots to be able to handle some. Thank you for delivering the dumplings. Hope they give my friends the energy to complete their daunting tasks ahead of them. Reed dumplings are considered delicacy among the Hanu Hanu, and for good reason. I would like nothing more than to make a batch for our other wingless brethren who aid with the rebuilding. I realize that not all peoples love their flavor as much as we do. But that doesn't mean I can't send a different gift to show my appreciation. I intend to send a nice haul of fish their way. You don't seem to type much on reeds either, so I prepared something else for your reward. Cold hard coin. $6.99. 699 coins. That's awesome. Or gil. I'm surprised they use gil in this part of the game. I mean, they're in like a different place. Welcome back. Was Huani impressed with your offering? Yes, I can feel that he's great in advancing from this. Thus, the ceremony is complete. Younger Hanu Hanu clamored to participate in this rite, you know? It said that the fruit offered to Ixali comes imbued with its divine spirit, and all who carry them shall be blessed with great luck. Sure that you will be too. Although you travel far, I hope you feel enriched by the experience. Go with our gratitude, and may the wings of Sal sweep ill fortune from your path. Sweet. How many aether currents do we have? Well, we have 2 of the quest ones, so we have 3 more to get, and then we've got quite a few to find. Which I'll do so soon. I just been busy with trying to get rid of these quests. Probably come back tomorrow and do them. I don't see him, but the crate's not here either. He might have left to Kodazaki already. Wouldn't we have seen him on the road if he had, though? Worst is best, I suppose. Anyway, maybe one of the younger Hanu Hanu around here can tell us if Zuhali's scorn is shared. Let's ask around, Misa. Okay, this one we have to go and do that. I do need to do that. The other one over here. He returned. He looked slightly unsettled, but none of the worse for wear otherwise. That cave is where we gathered the rainbow moss used in our medicines. It has long been held sacred as a healing spot due to its tranquil scenery. Haven't been since the great storm, and I was worried that perhaps that he had suffered damage in the floods. Glad to hear nothing has changed. But more than anything, I'm glad my friend returned safely. Had you not come along, the day may have been much darker. Oh, Zahali said all that? Well, I do remember hearing that when our ancestors beheld the ruined figure, some of them viewed it as a terrible insult, even though they were saved. Could that grudge still have been inherited by the children and the grandchildren? I can't speak on such matters, but perhaps Lanu Hanu can. He is wise of our ways, and makes an effort to befriend everyone that he can. So it might be not his fault at all, just some of them have a different view. That makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, I kind of agree with them though. It kind of made no sense to me because they seem to be like, oh yeah, you're blessed. And this one's like, no, you're not blessed because reasons, I guess. Like, what? Of course, every Hanu knows the story of the Dawn Servant's visit, but it might be accurate to call it a rescue. For at the time, our home was bested by beasts and fiends. When Gulo Jaja heard this terrible news, he was personally came to drive out every last one. So, he saved them, but why are some of them have it against him? I still don't get that. It's kind of strange. Lightness of exile here. My father actually worked to repair it. He told me that the Dawn Servant's slaughter of the beast was swift and brutal, but many left our shrines and homes damaged in its wake. But what choices did we have? Fiends were at our doors. My father and his friends were agreed that it was better to be alive. At least that's the way we could rebuild. So I think it is because, maybe it is because of that reason that one of them thought it was rude or inconsiderate to be doing that for some reason. It doesn't make much sense to me, but yeah, whatever. Have at it, I guess. Okay, Ali, might you have a spare moment to lend a helping hand? With the reeds sprouting more vigorously than ever, the time has come to repair our weathered roofs. However, wet reeds will not do, not at all. They must first be thoroughly dried, or the roofs are likely to collapse at the first drop of rain. Oh, speaking of rain, I ask that you collect the freshly cut reeds placed near a building to the east and deliver them to Kawazuki, where the gentle breeze shall dry them. Help us with the task, and I promise you will be satisfied with your reward. Might do a little more. Oh my god, 'cause I'm kind of getting tired here. But at least I've been doing some of these and getting through them. Oh wow. Let's be taking it all the way over there. We'll get this one while we're here. What's the word, Via? So from what I've heard, the Dawn Servant really did destroy that sacred figure. I see. I can't say I'm surprised that some Hanu would bear a grudge. So, Suahali was telling the truth. Something still doesn't sit right with me, though. The Dawn Servant wouldn't simply go on rampaging and leaving the Hanu to clean things up. He'll have more compassion than that. Nanashi, Viesa, you won't believe what happened. I was surrounded by Zurahali and her cronies while on my way to the shrine. They stole the crate of feathers from out of our claws, saying no Landsguard could have it until Nanashi gave his answer. I assume you know what they're talking about. They said you ignored their demand. They'll burn every last feather. What? Have they gone mad? Gods be good, I'm sorry, but can you go and stall them for a while? There's something I must look into first. I know what you're thinking, Biesa. Isn't this going a little too far? I would answer for that results shall speak for themselves. Now we simply wait and see what Nanashi brings us. So Holly and the others are waiting to the south of the shrine. Let us go there and stall them, as Nanashi requested. You have to go over there anyway. Oh man, this is good so far. If I had more time, I'd play more. But I should have more time after tomorrow, so I should be good with playing most of the weekend. Or at least some of the weekend, not all of it, but I'm gonna do some other things too. I think I'm doing some art stream, maybe a little bit, and do some more of this too. So that's my plan anyway. Hopefully, if I'm up in the mood for it, I'll stream. If not, then I guess I won't stream for a while. But I do want to do more of this MSQ, that's for sure. And some more of these side quests are pretty nice. Here they are. She would be here soon. We were lucky to have you to spur him into an action, Viesa. While our methods may appear rather blunt to you, wait until Nanashi speaks before you judge us. Wait quietly, hear this answer. I don't know why you're making us wait so long, Nanashi. But I hope whatever you found was worth it. I spoke with the eldest Hanu in your village. He told me the story of the Dawn Servant's visit while the destruction of Sally's likeness, the whole story. Seems he, particularly the head of reason, was filled with anguish at the sight, and offered his deepest apologies. To make amends, he devised a way to assemble an even more robust figure than the remains of the previous one. His work was done out overnight, and the head of resolve called upon the whole village to celebrate their newfound peace. For the first time in a long while, Inihana commenced, and the Dawn Servant was chosen to ride the sacred float. After the festivities, the Dawn Servant said that when he finally established a unified nation in Tural, he wanted a motif representing the Hexala to be among those used in his soldiers' uniforms. He declared the different tribes can forge friendships so long as they're open their hearts to one another. That his nation would become one with peoples of all stripes, could live in harmony. His soldiers would become a symbol of that promise. So, you can learn for yourselves after all, but you should have come here with that knowledge already seared into your memory. I know, I have no excuse for my ignorance, and the petulance born from it. This experience has taught me so many things. As now, with the full knowledge of the history, I am filled with much greater sense of purpose than before. I feel more keenly than ever that my duty as a lance guard is to serve every corner of Tural. But to fulfill that duty, we must have our equipment, so please, I beg you, entrust the feathers to me in good faith. He'll be a fine soldier, don't you agree, Lanuhanu? What? Yes, indeed, that was quite the moving display. My feathers were standing up straight. Thank you for looking after Nanashi during his growth, Viesa. My growth? What are you talking about? Why, this is what was all performance. A performance to guide you along the path to becoming a worthy lance guard. Your rite of passage is complete. They wanted to make sure he knew. Or else. Well, at least he learned. So, my superiors weren't pulling one over me. They were worried about me. I didn't realize my conduct was so concerning. Tell them what you told us. Their concerns will vanish. You will be welcomed back with open arms. But before you do that, aren't there more places to visit? More materials to collect? We Hanu aren't the only people who love teaching lessons. Please, I don't want to think about that now. I was worried sick enough imagining what would happen if I couldn't get the feathers. Well, you've earned a bit of rest. Turn to Okahanu and we'll deliver the feathers to you after the priestess has blessed them. That part at least was no ruse. If you don't mind, I'd like to go to Kazuki. I feel I should offer one more prayer to Gixel. Very well, Viesa. Why don't you and wait at Okanu? I'll bring the feathers in. I'll like you to speak with you once more before we go. go. Got to the destination location. Hurrah. Took me a while to get there. Didn't think I knew. But I'm there. Got it done. Alright, so... I guess we can just teleport back. For now. I'm gonna savor them for a little while. Ah, I collected them all. Now that our rite of passage is behind us, allow me to offer my thanks for all your help. I would also offer my apologies for making you your party to our little deception. I would have told you everything, but I don't think the end would have been quite so effective if I did. I agree. I'm grateful things went the way they did. The lessons I learned here will guide me as I become acquainted with all the Tyrell's peoples. Speaking of which, the next leg of my journey awaits. May we meet again! Bye, Nanashi. See you later. Jeez. I get rid of these stupid things in my inventory, especially these pieces. Oh, that's where that hatchet went to. I was wondering where my hatchet was. I got from my botanist. It went in my inventory. I thought it was in the other thing. I don't think my botanist's that high though, so I can't get that yet. Gemstone trainer have? Okay. Just has the riding map is worth my time right now. I have 900. Might have to keep those. Who knows? Might be something worthwhile. Have you finished? Yes? Thank you. Our homes will be all the safer for your efforts. Suppose you're wondering why you carry the reeds all the way across the forest. Oh, Kozuki means the land of the arid shrine in her tongue. Legend says that so soothing is the breeze near the shrine that Excel once rested its tired wings nearby. Once the reeds are dried and our roofs patched, our homes will be better fortified against the elements. And for that peace of mind, any price is worth paying. So here's your just reward. At least I finished all the ones in that area. I can get to the other ones soon enough. Just for now, I think I might head back to Tyrell. Yuli or whatever. Riolo. Yeah, we have to go back anyway. Actually, no, don't do it. You can just go back on foot, I guess. Oh, my dog. should also check the board to see if there's any more hunts that I can get when I get back on. That'd be a good thing to check. I did one hunt. I don't know if I have any more hunts to do. I think there are. No preference, I don't care. Alright. Well, really not gonna load me in, huh? So much leather. I need to go sell stuff anyway. There we go. I finally loaded in. Hooray! Alright. He's level 52. So not quite 55. So I'm gonna throw it, maybe I'll throw it in my the chest thing. The glamour dress. Oh, do we have room? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. We have one spot. We'll throw in that one spot, I think. And once... Commercial mail, cleaners, all level 45 recipes. We're not quite level 45 with that, are we? No, it's 32. We can get them later. They're not worth much though. Sadly. How about that? Is that worth anything? Jeez, 100? Okay. Let's see what else we have to get rid of. That'd be useful. too. Yeah, I guess we could sell the leather. That might be useful to keep. Yeah, it lasts a little while. Yeah, we did make that, didn't we? Made that too. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, right. Probably see if we can throw stuff in inventory. Oh, I do have some Celestial. I have 6 of them. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little more room. I mean, true, we could easily get those, but... It's used for making the magic room. Huh. Might be useful for leveling. Eight. Oh yeah, chocobo's like that, that's right. That's the chocobo food. Forgot about that. We could just make glamour prisms out of that. I don't have any clear prisms, that's why we can't use it. Yeah, that's what we're missing. Can use that. Okay. Alright, well, anyway. I think for now, I'm gonna head off. If everyone enjoyed my short stream, might come back tomorrow. I'm hoping. Maybe. I'll come back tomorrow. So, have a good day, night, wherever you are, and stay radical, my dudes.